Hi guys, I'm Madeleine Harvey. I am a vocal coach, and today I'm going to be reacting to Lady Gaga singing Million Reasons on the Howard Stern Show because you requested it. You ready? Here we go. I love how she's already into it by the way she comes down on those keys.
You're giving me a million reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to quit the show. You're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons.
Cool, very cool. Now I want to do this right off the gate because she does this so well. Whenever you're watching her do her thing, you're not seeing a set it and forget it kind of tonality. What you're seeing is a multifaceted combination of resonances happening simultaneously. When she speaks, her voice is so husky, it's a little bit lower, and it's more focused through her mouth. But because music is so dynamic and it's so changeable and it has so much range to it, she allows for some of her resonance to come forward into the mask, which gives her a slightly brighter tone. You're giving me a million reasons, right? It's a little bit more forward. Now she offsets this by introducing a little bit more of a backspace into her sound. It sounds moany, like to let you go, yeah. It's got that going on, but it's a combination. It's almost like a tennis match, forward and back, forward and back. And this is kind of deep-seated in her technique, so she's not really thinking about it. She's just responding to the song at this point. But you can hear how each of those resonating spaces is serving her in her tone, especially that forward mask placement. That's going to really assist in the balancing of registration later on. Let's continue.
As if I had a highway, I would run for the hills. If you could find a dry way, I'd forever be still. But you're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. I bow down to pray and try to make the worst seem better. Lord, show me the way to cut through all his worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away, but baby, I just need one good one to stay.
Cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so I want to break down this chorus. So she is a master of paradox. We knew that about her. Anything that's paradoxical is that two opposing, opposite things are both true. So in singing, you know, there's this feeling of letting go, and that's usually what people resist. That feeling of letting something go fully, like letting the air fully fly into that resonating space. But she releases it, and the other side of that paradox would be holding on, right? So there's that letting go and holding on almost simultaneously, but they're two very different sensations, and both will need their sort of work in practice with. For the most part, she allows the breath to lead, and she has so much speed coming from that diaphragm through a sensation of cry. There's so much speed that it's like it flies, the breath flies up into that resonating space. And because it's so present and there's a current of breath that's been established, a nice even current of breath, she can then sneak some musculature into her sound in the form of that gritty, raw that she brings into it. But the airflow must be established, because if not, introducing that musculature is going to slow everything down, sometimes too much, and can sometimes create collapse. But she doesn't really fall for this. She's got such a good current of breath that the resonance flies into that pharyngeal placement on the chorus, and then she sneaks in that into the sound, giving it so much dimension. So good.
Head stuck in a cycle, I look off and I stay out. It's like that I've stopped breathing but completely aware. 'Cause you've given me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Given me a million reasons. About a million reasons. And if you say something that you might even mean, it's hard to even fathom how much I should believe. 'Cause you've given me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Given me a million reasons. About a million reasons. I bow down to pray and try to make the worst seem better.
Oh, yeah. Now I want to talk about that. She said the word, I try to make the worst seem better. And there was that gravelly, like gravel that she brought into that. Now, her technique is so deeply lived, and it's got so much instinct behind it and impulse behind it. There's not a lot of accidents that she can make. I mean, of course she can have an off day, but that's not at all what this is. She is letting there's that balance again, right? But right there on that word, worse seem better, she let the muscle actually reign a second. And it wasn't a technical thing. It was an artistic choice, because she's showing us how bad is worse. Showing us, it's so bad, it's so hard, it's so deep, it's so raw, right? And it's really, really good example of that.
Lord, show me the way to cut through all his worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away.
Cry.
But baby, I just need one good one to stay. Oh baby, I'm bleeding.
There's that muscle again. But there's that air crying.
Give me what I needed. Every heartbreak makes it hard to keep the faith. But baby, I just need one good, one good, one good, one good, one good, one good. When I bow down to pray and try to make the worst seem better, Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away.
Crying.
But baby, I just need one good one. Tell me that you'll be the good one. Baby, I just need one good one to stay.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I just love how she's not afraid ever to be too much. She'd much rather just give it way too much than leave one tiny atom of holding back in her experience. She just would much rather lean into her experience with every bit of her soul, every bit of her heart, every bit of her intention. I love it. I love it. When you're listening to artists, I can't speak for every artist, of course, but you may notice that there is an established balance between four things specifically. Now, number one is relaxation. You don't have to be Zen master level relaxed, but you must have some comfort, some semblance of mind-body unity in order to relax your body when you sing, because otherwise too much tension creates total collapse and not much use can be had of the instrument. The second is airflow. Breath support must be there. We cannot squeeze and push our way into a consistent sound. The third would be resonating space. And again, we said Gaga has a combination of resonances. Now, most artists do a combination of resonances. And the fourth is musculature, edge that's being brought in here. And it's in that order. That's the order of development: relaxation, airflow, resonating space, and then musculature. As you're listening to artists, you may notice that, yes, all four of those components are present. But most of them, because once that balance is established, most will emphasize, they'll bring forward one component over the other three. So for Gaga, it is that musculature. She's established such wonderful breath and airflow, and it's like, again, that's like current. So when she brings in a little bit of deliberate compression around her chords, it does slow everything down, and the resulting sound is where she gets that gruff, that edge. And that's really what she chooses to overemphasize as an artistic choice. And as you're listening, you may say like, oh, okay, well, I can see that this artist uses a little bit more breath. They will overemphasize that feeling of cry or sobbing through the sound. Or another artist will emphasize resonating space. That's really common in musical theater and sort of classical techniques or classical genres. But just to watch her, she's so deep-seated in her technique that it's so refreshing just to see her be raw and unafraid and lean into what she knows. She is operating from such deep instinct. I mean, she really does let her impulses inspire her. She follows them and she trusts them, and it's what I respect so much about her as an artist. But it's been such a joy making this video for you. I hope you've enjoyed it today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you would like for me to react to a very specific performance, then please be sure to leave it in the comments portion of today's video and click that thumbs up button or that subscribe button below. I'd love to hang out with you more often. And if you want to hang out with me on Instagram, then visit me at Madeleine Harvey Music. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you again next time. Bye!